Okay.
Going to one and all. So, on the occasion of World Water Day, we are here in Tamil Nadu Energy Company, so which is none other than NTECL. So we are gathered here to celebrate Water Day. So World Water Day is celebrated on March 22nd. So on behalf of Water Day, we are about to celebrate the first of its kind UNDP awarded water salination plant, which is powered by solar. So this is the first of kind power plant, water plant, which is being installed and commissioned and successfully running here in NTCL, generating 1500 megawatt. So that is one of the opportunity we have got from NTCL company. So the people have been their goodwill has brought all such engineering community to have a visit of that power plant. So we also have the eminent person here who has commissioned the plant for the engineering community. So let us celebrate the Water Day celebration with the invocation short. Invocations. Let us now begin with a welcome address by our Honorable Chairman, none other than our lovely Dr. L. Ramesh to give the welcome address.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very happy evening. Very great occasion that we all are meeting for a very good cause to celebrate the World Water Day. You all know that our Tiruvallur Local Center, the Institution of Engineers India, we initiated in the year of 2017, and we traveled in a good way last 3-4 years. Executed a good number of events in technical lectures. Presently, we are in 38th technical lecture. Not only the technical lecture, for the students community, we initiated the event called Battery, that is the PVLC battery event for the skill development, and for the international lecture series also we have, and we have industrial visit connected with the coordination for the students, and we connected with the other kind of activities through the student chapters. So we are connected with local centers, which connected with 12 engineering colleges. So through these students, we are connecting the people across nearby their areas. Not only that, we have the good connectivity with the industry people. We have 1,300 professional members with us. Not only that, we had a very branded event called the TVLC Chisla Award, which celebrated in a good way 1 year back. Because of COVID, we can't able to celebrate last year. Hope we can able to have the same award function this year. Not only that, all the Saturday today we are celebrating World Water Day 1 year back. Not that 2020, before that 2019 we celebrated with Tamil Nadu states center with lot of award function and all. So today we are here to celebrate the World Water Day. Very happy that thank you to Premanand, our committee member, who initiated the World Water Day activity, and today we all are gathered here. And we are very happy to welcome our chief guest today. Welcome, sir, through video Prakash sir, and senior manager NTECL. Very happy that today we are going to be with the waterman. We call it as the waterman. Maybe another couple of beautiful time we are going to spend with the people here and with our guests. Thank you so much, and let us all request all to now put on your questions what you would like to ask in the chat box, so that we can able to take your questions to our chief guest. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you so much for the welcome speech, sir. So it was a wonderful introduction. So let us also have an introduction about NTECL and the NTECL team by our DGM Premanand sir. So please.
Good evening to all. On behalf of NTCL, I thank Mr. Ramesh, Kaili, Board Center, Mr. Gopalji from ISRO, and Mr. Balavan for coming all the way to NTCL to greet our close friend Mr. Dev Prakash for his contribution on saving water on this World Water Day celebration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So it was a brief introduction by Premanand sir. So it is a celebration of this water day. So we need to know what is the importance of water and what we need to at least serve the society in order to protect this environment. In such cases, we also celebrate these days in order to bring awareness of what we need to do for the society. So that aspect, I request our committee member and Tamil Nadu State Center committee member
the savings from our and it is like a debt for our like coming up generation. So we need to preserve the water and we need to give back the water to our next coming generation, because there are so many places you can able to see across the world. Because of water, there must be so many wars has come. Even completely world they are trying to say that the third one may come because of water. So the water is going to play a very important role rather than crude or rather than petroleum products or even electricity. Without water, we cannot live. I see like recent one statement. Even a person who is having a billionaire of money without water, I think he cannot live. He cannot eat water. He cannot eat money and he cannot drink money. But he can drink only water. It is very, very important not only for us, but for all the microorganisms. Ecosystems, which is vital. So let us all take this theme, which is delivered by United Nations, Scotland, Denmark in 2020, and they have declared 2022. We need to celebrate groundwater visible. I think IEA is taking an important challenge in coming to this year and going to here be one of the and definitely the students who are connected in our Zoom, as well as I think the IEA members. Please try to see. There is just by the talk you cannot able to realize what we are going to face in the coming generation. Definitely start some new projects. Definitely IEA will guide you or mentor you and bring some change. And this is the 100 years celebration what we are seeing in our TLSC IEA. So let us all preach how water can be saved and see that 3R is one of the magic we already use, reduce and recycle. See that how this theme can be incorporated in our daily life and also to our neighborhood and also completely. So I thank the IEA committee who is organizing this event and also given me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So it was a great insight of what is the theme all about, and we also have technology to dig around to get the water beneath the earth, but we don't have a technology to send back the same water beneath the earth to recharge it. So that's what Google was just conveying the message. So all the technical people need to work on with such a formula to generate water, because we cannot invent water or we can't produce water, but it should come from nature. But we have so many technologies to work on with conversion of different kinds of water to raw water. So in that aspect, today we have joined NTECL to celebrate the solar powered and UNDP awarded solar powered salt water to raw water. That is the plant that has been installed. So we have our eminent speaker to deliver about it. I don't want to take much of his time. So we would directly get into the speech of Mr. Leo. Sir, fine. So before that, as many people, new students and other people have joined our session, so let's have a introduction about what is IEA, so Institution of Engineers. So we are in the year 100 years and we are celebrating the legacy of Institution of Engineers. So, okay, so we celebrate the 100 years. So 100 years celebration, it's not an easy thing to achieve. So many such institutions have started up, and we see that it has been stopped at that level itself, and they are not propagated. But in India, this Institution of Engineers has been started by British people before independence itself. So in that aspect, in the celebration of 100 years, we could see that all the institutional network which is propagated throughout the world, starting from UNESCO, we have a World Engineering Federation organization, so WIFO is there. And every country has an Institution of Engineers present in their area, and we also have 15 local centers available in Tamil Nadu. So that is a major local center that is available with Tamil Nadu, and for the entire country we have more than 100 numbers of Institution of Engineers available. So in that aspect, what these guys are doing, So as an engineer, when we add up MIE to our name, so people think that it is a member of institution of engineers, but we need to understand that why we need to add a year before that one. So when we say doctor, so the professional courses which is being listed there, so we always see 3 professional courses available. One is the doctor, so who is curing the people, and he is also taking care of the entire hospital. So in that aspect, so the second person is another than the engineering professionals who take care of the plant as well as they can deploy more people to make employment opportunities. So that is the second professional course. The third thing is that chartered engineer. So that is a CA, so chartered. So who is working with the financial aspect, who is also again giving jobs to many people. So these 3 courses are being named as professional courses. But why we need to add year before our name? So we need to understand. So mere completion of engineering is not achieving our engineering degree. So, but when we become a member, with the strict rules and regulations we work on, means the rules and regulations are being framed by the 100-year institutions where the institution is working with all its legacy because of its rules and regulations. So it is the first institution get a Royal Charter. So Royal Charter is given by UK community. So and we people are working under this institution of engineers to own the pride, means it's because of the 100 years legacy. So this 100 years legacy, we also see that there are a lot of membership available. So who can, so if I want to put a MIE or a AMIE or a FIE, what I need to do? So it's as simple. You need to log on to ieindia.org. It's as simple as the URL has been given. So www.ie institution of india.org. In that there is a column called "Do you want to become a member?" So if you click on that one, you have the answer: are you a member? Are you a non-member? That's it. If you have not become a member earlier, you just click on that link and say that I want to become a member, and you fulfill all the formulas which is available there with the identity proof. So your office ID or your residential ID, both is enough to enroll yourself and make a payment to get the degree. So that is, so who are qualified for it? That we need to understand. A person engineer who can achieve is a fellow engineer who is being qualified by writing of examinations like IAS or the group 1 examination. So the like that aspect, so you've been qualified for fellow engineer. So a fellow engineer, what is the request of the requirement of becoming a fellow engineer is just he need to have completed 20 plus years of engineering. After his degree, he need to have served with an industry for 20 years. That is the primary aspect. The second thing is that you need to have a salary which is equivalent to the superintending engineer, or is a grade pay equivalent to it. The second thing. The third thing is that you need to have a significant contribution to the engineering society. So the MIE and the FIE has been given. So is there anything else to connect? So I'm not an engineer, but I am doing some engineering activities. Whether I can become a member? Yes, you can also become a member here. So lot of options are there. So today, if you are a diploma engineer, you have a AMIE, which has been added advantage. So you can upgrade to MIE and you can also upgrade to FIE. Accordingly, we have all the membership available in the website itself. The website is an excellent portal which also gives the papers to be presented. So if you have a technological advancement or your innovation to be presented, so we have a portal where it will be presented in the Elsevier as well as other papers, the publications which are internationally accredited. So that is the aspect we need to celebrate. And coming to the 100-year celebrations. So this year we just have a lot of options to celebrate this 100 years. The institution of Engineers India Tiruvallur has joined together with the NTECL to celebrate this water day on 100 years. So this day is to be remarked that it is a solar powered power plant. So not that when we take a power, that is consumption of water is an easy thing only. But if you want to take the power, we need to take the brown fuel or it is a black fuel we need to do. But it is the greener aspect that is being taken care, and we are here to watch the importance of how it is being powered by the solar system and how it is delivering this much generation, so how it should capture or how it can manage this much raw water of production. So in that aspect, I submit my humble request to. Okay, so I'm closing by this, and I just want to hand over to the chief guest today. So thank you so much, sir. You can take over the session.
So thank you, and so we are having a discussion with our chief guest today. Yes, sir. Welcome. It was very great. Actually, what is our idea is that we will go to the respective policies. Normally, what we will do initially, we will call the person to our campus and we will invite them. After that, we will have a lecture like that. So instead of that, what we thought, we will go to the respective. That is what all our Saturday today. Maybe last energy conservation day, all our Saturday day, we identify people contributed the related to that day, and we will go to that person where they are working, and we will have a discussion with them, and then we felicitate with the award. This is what today we are doing. And we have I have a lot of questions with you. Over also having a lot of questions with you. Before going to that, people should know about what actually you did on for water, so that after that we will go with the questions. Initially, we start with your journey on water.
I'll just start with a small presentation on what are the important things. Since the day is particularly for water, as an Indian, what I take pride in what I have done for this society. So that I just want to talk about. Just this one. Yeah. And as Gokul sir has clearly explained, what is the importance of this particular topic? Why this topic is so pertinent to this current situation? Previous slide. Previous. The one before. Sir, Minadi. Yeah. So the topic is very making the invisible visible. So students there, you must be wondering actually what this topic really means. Groundwater, as you all know, it's not visible to you, but you can understand the importance that groundwater is giving to us. Simple example would be just imagine you not being within water for one day. What is the consequence of that? And what given in plenty, what was plenty at time before, and what right now we are having. So that is the difference that we are going to face. That the next generation, as Mr. Gokul was explaining, what the next generation is going to face is a dire situation where there may be a competition for even water that they are going to get. The available water, the contribution it is going to make the society. So the next one. Next. And I find the significance of this theme in two things. The impact it is having, the groundwater, what impact it's having. Let it be a farming or let it be the social activity that you do. Each and everything has the contribution of groundwater. And take the nature in particular. Ecosystem usually revolves around the groundwater or the water that the plant requires. So the whole system, the whole universe is revolving around the elixir, that's the water. And what important that we are giving to that is what the significance of this day. As you all know, groundwater, it may be out of sight, but it can't be out of mind. The importance of us celebrating this day comes from these two lines. Great connection. So, as an engineer, what do you think has the society enjoyed by the development that we have made? A simple example would be from what the world has projected, what we have achieved till now, and what is the target that we have ahead of you. So till 2020, what is the target that we are able to achieve in providing clean water to the society, or let it be the basic hygiene that is being provided, or the sanitary facility that we are able to provide. Each and everything has water as a main role. And you budding engineers, you just have a look at what is ahead of you. So to achieve a target of 2030 being the target year for us to achieve the target of providing a healthy water or available water to each and everyone. So what is the rate of growth that is required, or the importance that has to be given for technology for achieving these targets? You see that it has to grow by 5 times. So imagine in 5 years growing at a rate of 5 times, what should be the contribution? What is the innovation that you engineers have to provide in these segments of technology development, so that you will achieve the goal for getting water to everyone? Next, in particular, here actually what we take pride of. In NTPC, what was the contribution that we have done? As you know, tiny drops make an ocean. So as NTPC here in NTECL, our plant, what are the things that we have done? A simple example will be what we'll be showing here. Mainly discussing about 3 things that we have done, small changes that we have done, which was not thought about 10 years before or the inception of this plant. What change that we did, and then what impact it is making for the society. This is general layout of our plant. This is an bird's eye view of our plant. For you students, it will be a bit complicated. So I'll be just focusing on, as you see, this is a total power generation plant. Our chimney is here. Our power generation happens here, and the auxiliary water system is here. This is an overview of our plant, and I'll just be discussing 3 things that was designed initially, and then what is it that we did, how what concept of us doing some engineering in that. As you see, our plant is a seawater based plant. We send it to our desalination plant, where the water is desalination happens, and then the distilled water is used for our plant for generating steam, and the steam is used to rotate the turbine. From there, we generate power. So this is a simple way how a power is generated here. So you see, the basic thing is water here. Water we are consuming from sea. Before, the concept was, since water we are taking from sea, we are taking that for granted. Now each and every drop of water is held accountable for. The concept of zero liquid discharge. So whatever water you take, it has to be used to its maximum without wasting it. Let it be seawater or fresh water, whatever it may be. The water that is being taken from the nature has to be used judiciously. So that was the concept followed. So 3 things that we did to make this target be achieved from our plant. First thing is, the water taken from the sea is used for cooling our auxiliary systems. So the water which is being taken usually is after it's being used, it is sent back to the sea. But instead of that, we made some changes in which the water that was used for cooling our system was able to be recycled in the whole system. Right, and the next one.
Sir, just a minute.
Okay.
Main product check பண்ணி dark ஆவே வருது. Google
Setting sexual inclination.
இதுல clear ஆ இருக்கு. டேய், நீங்க ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. நெட்வொர்க் இஷ்யூ.
ஆமா, நீ நெட்வொர்க் இல்லையே.
இல்ல உங்க மொபைல் எடுங்க.
எனக்கு நெட்வொர்க் இல்லை. அதனால தான் நான்
டேய், ஆன் பண்ணுங்க.
இப்போ ஓகே சார்.
இல்லையே.
இங்க அப்படியே black ஆ இருக்கு. லைவ்ல வருது. ஜூம்ல இல்ல, லைவ்ல வருது. இங்க வருது.
இப்ப நம்ம இருக்கிறது.
நீங்க சார் யூடியூப் சேனல்ல வருது. யூடியூப்ல வருது.
இங்க இருக்கிறவங்க ஏன் அப்படி இருக்கு? இப்போ clear ஆயிடுச்சு. பல clear ஆயிடுச்சு. வந்துருச்சு இல்ல? இல்ல இப்போ வந்துருச்சு.
நெட்வொர்க்ல இல்ல.
இல்ல என்னோட இதுல வந்துருச்சு.
ஓகே.
அப்ப நீங்க நெட் தான். ஓகே சார், கண்டினியூ.
Okay. Yeah, we continue. So this is the water layout is like water which is being taken from the sea. It's used for cooling of system, and once it is used, the cooling purpose is done. It is sent back to the sea. Instead of that, we have done some modification in which the water which we are taking from the sea, it is used for recycling inside in the water system. Along with that, what are the benefits that we are able to get based on that? The next one. So this is where we have done some modification. This is where our this is called the cooling system. Water is being sent from. So instead of taking the water to the creek, we have constructed a separate system, and the water is being taken to the 4B here. But there are some challenges in that. As you know, everything comes with a challenge. So the system here is already been designed before 12 years for some system in which all the systems are being built. So right now, if you want to make something, you have to make sure that the system which is already built is not being disturbed. Also, our aim of conserving the water is also happening. So how we do it was done. We were having some discussion on how we can make it without any pumping system. Because again, you go for any pumping, you will be again consuming power in that. So the efficiency is not there. So again, consuming power and then pumping the water back. So we have planned for some gravity system in which the water which is being sent will be taken to a higher elevation, and from there gravity flow will take place to achieve to a point that we call it as our 4B. But to going there, we have a lot of other hurdles, like we have our structures there, we have some roads there, we have already some drains which is going on in these locations. So then we came like, as you have, I think you would have heard about aqueduct, where we have to cross one drain with other one. So that was designed. Then something like when you're crossing a road, we can't increase the height because this is for an higher elevation, higher vehicle movement. So there we went for some underground structures. So these things were done so that the water that is being, which was initially sent to the creek, was stopped, and then we were able to consume the same water inside. So a simple example of how much water this system will be able to save. Around 40,000 tons of water per day it was able to save. So this is where we should take pride of as an engineer. What is the impact that you are able to give to the society by some changes that you are able to do with long thing in mind. Imagine the 4,500 tons of water that has to be pumped. You are able to stop it, and then you are able to save. So this is a direct saving of the water, and the indirect saving will be you have to take water from the sea and then pump it to around 5 kilometers. So that power, the complete saving of so much power is done. Along with this, we had a system in which the water, actually here, since we are using water from sea, and along with that, we have our own plant inside water. So both were designed to have mixed and then sent it to the creek. So instead of that, we have designed a system in which both were separated, and the separated water was used inside the system for our recirculation. So because of this, what we are able to achieve. The next one I'll just show. Okay, this is our entrance in which the this green triangle and this small area that you see here. These two areas are our rainwater harvesting pond. The seawater was separated and then it was sent
for recycling. The next thing is the water which is generated inside. It is being stored here. So this is around 25 acres of area which has been allocated for rainwater harvesting. The importance, as you told about what a water harvesting can do it in increasing the ground table. We were able to see it literally here, where the water which is generated inside, other than the sea water, we are able to store here, and we are able to recoup the groundwater. So these are the importance that you see as an engineer that will be able to deliver to the society. So whatever people are going to learn today, just imagine this in mind, that innovate and then try to see where you are able to apply whatever concept that you are learning, or whatever things that you are able to grasp from the society. Just see, you will be able to identify real-time problems for which you will be able to have solutions with you, which you will be able to deliver when you are out of your place. So this will be our suggestion, and you want to see what we have experienced from our experience in what we have done in this industry. So I wish you people all the best, and then have things in mind when you learn itself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So thank you so much, sir. So you are nicely explained the students that how the things happen, and it was very nice that my first question, sir, whether you are interested in water or it came to you because of job you are interested in water.
See, engineering, we have actually different nature of work actually. But the thing that you show more interest on, so that will show up in the work, the passion that you have. So regarding water, we can see the importance of water in each and everything that we do. Be it the nature or be it the energy conservation that it is going to give directly or indirectly. So it was a passion that we had for that, which gave us more interest in then doing the whole thing. Because it has a lot of challenges. Since it is already an existing plan, we can't do any modification upright. So we'll have a lot of challenges, and then we have to foresee all the things. What are the, because the plan can't be shut down. We can 24/7, right? So we can't shut down anything. We have to plan carefully, and it has to be executed. So it has its own challenges, and the passion for water drives towards that.
Any kind of challenging issues which you come to your existing and it was solved? Maybe one or two.
In the whole system of designing itself, we had a lot of issues. Like the first basic thing is the elevation difference.
Okay.
Elevation difference. So here we have a level below which you can't take the water down. So it has to be raised in one area that we have to make sure that the water flows by gravity. So all these things were design issues itself we had in our hand. So that we solved, like how it can be done. We can't go a deeper depth for it. The volume of water is so high, around 4,500 tons of water per day has to be handled by it. So if we don't have a space to handle so much water, then how the constraints that how we achieve it. So that was very
challenge that it's resolved now.
Yeah, it's resolved. It's working right now. So we are able to see the output of it.
And what is the practical efficiency of the solar?
So this is basically the water here. The solar plant right now, yeah, we'll have one more person who is operating that. Will have a.
Okay. Generally, actually.
Continue, sir.
Yeah, continue. We'll have one more person who will be.
Generally, people theoretically we have 47 or 48%. Research point of view, the percentage is there, but practically in our college also we have 100 kilowatt. Only 20% only we are getting. It's the practical efficiency that is the big challenging. But when it is used for the water part, how it is effective?
Here we have one more advantage of we have the steam which is generated from our plant.
Okay.
That steam is being used there.
Okay, right.
So that is a part of the
So
waste
half of
steam.
the part the steam
Is being generated from here. That waste steam is we are again utilizing.
Okay.
So the initial part of heating.
Heat treater.
Okay, right. Presently, how the output of the water is where all it is used, sir?
For our drinking purpose, it's being this one. So it is certified plant that we are operating here. So that for drinking water, for our usage.
Okay. When compared with the normal our groundwater and this water, how can you see?
Groundwater, the present situation is complex saline.
No,
The
not
water
this
is-
groundwater I'm talking about. Maybe Ayapakam, you can tell that is a perfect groundwater.
Okay.
So that groundwater and this water.
This is far more better.
Okay. Okay. And how about your team, sir? You can tell some interesting on your team action because you worked in maybe day and night. You have a lot of work experience. In that, one or two incidents, interesting incident with your teammates. Your
Okay.
friends are here. So
Yeah. I'll just share some of things. Once you're inside an industry, you'll have a lot of interaction with different department people. So each one will have something or other to teach you. So once you have that openness in your mind, it's a learning experience. So let it be an electrical engineer, let it be an instrumentation engineer, let it be a civil engineer or mechanical engineer. Each one will have their own roles, and a problem comes. It won't be exactly like it's an electrical problem or a mechanical problem. So you have to have that interaction and then learning from others. You have to know something about mechanical, you have to learn something about electrical, something about instrumentation to solve any problem. Let it be any small problem, it will have an interaction with all the other departments also. So once you're inside a field, you will have issues with the interlinked. So the problem solving ability will increase once you are having the ability to have basic knowledge about other stuff also.
and any kind of problem which you got and you are in a position someday you can't able to solve that problem. And the மாதிரி ஒரு feel you got some this.
Yeah, we have a lot of videos and lot of I will show you some of the
ஒரு நாள் நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஐயோ தெரியாம அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் எடுத்துட்டோம்பா அப்படின்னு தோணி இருக்கும்ல. That itself a challenge. So, like that a project, if you are taking that project and making, because it is a very challenging project, that is what I am asking that question.
Okay. Since the students are there, I will share some of this. When you start your career, you'll be having mostly like theoretical knowledge of okay, this is what it is. Once you come to a field, it's like you have to adjust yourself to know what is going to come ahead of you. So we have some of the examples like we have an ash dike there. You'll have surprises. Like all of a sudden you will have a leakage and then it has to be arrested. You won't have a margin of time because once things comes out of an industry, it comes and this one it will affect a lot of stakeholders. Like we have a pollution control board, or we have our neighboring villages or local finance. So everyone are interrelated. So when there is an issue, you will feel like okay, you will feel like you won't know what to do, but you will have support from your own system. Like as you said, like interdepartmental support will be there to solve a problem. Particular issues will be like we had some issues with the turbine. Okay. So in turbine we had an issue, and it was a first of a kind. So we didn't have any experience in that. Okay. Yeah. So then you have to sit around. We always have a teamwork. So we just sit around. We know that it is an issue which is not being faced at all. So it is not being faced at all, but it has to be solved. So we sit around first, discuss what the issue is, and then what are the impacts of that, and then how it is being solved. The turbine, it has to be brought back because it, as I told, 24/7 plant. So we can't stop the plant. So how it has to be brought back. So what are the technology that we can use it? What are the time that we have? So all these things we decide on the table itself, and then we go for execution.
Okay, sir, because most of the students are watching, and can you give some guidance for the students? What are the skills which they able to have? The problem is there, no one ready to develop the skill. That is a challenging problem now. Even as academicians, we are several requests we are informing the students, but they are not very focused on developing the practical skills. Only theoretical skills are there. That is a
Okay. So regarding this as an advice for, I won't say it as an advice. I will just say like increase your curiosity. The first thing is whatever let it be some theory that you're looking into, you will have built as some kind of curiosity for it, so that you will find something that is related to it. Take a small example of okay, you have some, you'll be watching online, so how it's working. So just ask the question like how it is done, why it is done, who has done. Once you start asking questions, you'll have the curiosity to know okay how it is done. So who has done. So you'll find history of how long they have tried for it. So that is what starts your learning process. Even though you have a lot of practical is sorry, theory is required, but along with that you need the practical experience or experiencing what is being taught. With that only you'll be able to you'll consider yourself to be upskill for the next level. Industries, they basically look at your ability to cope up with the situation, how you're able to learn something new or something that is required for the industry. Take for example an automobile industry, what is coming up and then how you're upskilling for that. So that gap, your professors will be able to point it, but you should have the curiosity to go to that, learn it, because internet is available to everyone. So learning is not an hindrance at all until and unless you have only the eagerness to learn. So that is what is the which I find for the next generation, it will be an open access for them. Only thing is they should have that ambition or that curiosity to go to the next level.
Because the 20 years back now there is a lot of opportunity, but they are not ready to go to that and they get the things. How do you manage your family and work?
That's basically a mindset that we have. Like you want to finish your work in 10 hours, you have that in mind that I have to finish my work in 10 hours. You will make sure that you will squeeze your work in the 10 hours. So you will obviously increase your efficiency. So that is what is the mantra right now. Some work can be done in 12 hours. The same thing can be done in 10 hours. So you just find out the points which has to be cut short or which has to be upskilled from your side. So that skilling happens not only from your college time, it happens each and every day for us. So even as we have to keep upskilling ourselves to be in that, we have to be on our toes. So as sir told, for you to have a work-life balance, you should have that upskilling eagerness in you to make
அவன்கிட்ட கொடுத்துருங்க, தம்பிகிட்ட கொடுத்துருங்க, அவன்கிட்ட கொடுத்துருங்க.
இங்க லைட் இருக்கு, அதை விட்டு வாங்க, அதை விட்டு வாங்க. இங்க லைட் இருக்குல்ல, அதை அங்கேயே விட்டு வாங்க.
கரெக்டா இருக்கா செக் பண்ணுங்க. லைட் லைட் தம்பி லைட் எடுக்காம கிளியரா இருக்கும்.
இங்க லைட் கிளியரா இருக்கு. அங்க லைட் ப்ரொஜெக்ட்காக செஷன் ப்ராஜெக்ட் இல்ல ப்ராஜெக்ட்காக ப்ராஜெக்ட் முடிச்சிட்டு போனதுல 1-to-1 செஷன் இங்க
வச்சிருக்கேன். கிளியரா இருக்கு.
உள்ள ஹாலிடே 21 அப்படியே இருக்கு. அது எப்படி அப்படியே ஒரு போட்டோ சமாதியா பாரு. ஆயிட்டு
Gogul, Mr. Gogul and Ramesh. Today's program, the audio and video is. Hello.
And
Mr. Gogul.
Yes.
Mr. Gogul. Ramesh, Mr. Ramesh. Today's program, throughout the session, the audio and the video is breaking.
Professionally started and from 2008 till now, and he has contributed immensely to the power sector. And further to his glorious journey of his profession.
Yes, sir. So very happy to present the award, IEA PVLC Sustainable Action Award for the World Water Day.
That will be a motivation for your continuous upliftment, sir.
So you have your coffee with the IEA.
Gogul, Balamurugan. Hello. Balamurugan. Gogul, Ramesh. Hello. Mr. Balamurugan.
Karupasamy sir, welcome sir.
Sir, Sir Karupasamy. Hello.
சொல்லுங்க சார்.
சார் உங்க ப்ரோக்ராம் இன்னைக்கு
sir,
டோட்டலா
கேக்குது.
ஒரு ஸ்மூத்தாவே இல்ல, பிரேக்கிங் ஆகுது, ஜம்பிங் ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது, என்னன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. உங்களுக்கு அங்க எப்படி இருக்கு?
சார் இங்க பவர் பிளான்ட்ல இருக்கோம் சார்.
இல்ல இல்ல டோட்டலா உங்க ஆடியோலாம் வீடியோவும் ஸ்மூத்தாவே வரல, எல்லாம் கட்டாகி அப்படியே பிரேக் ஆகி ஜம்பிங் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு.
அது வந்து நெட்வொர்க் இல்லைங்க சார். நெட்வொர்க் பவர் பிளான்ல கொடுக்கணும் சார். நீங்க எதை பார்த்து செய்யுங்க சார். பெல்
இல்ல உங்களுக்கு அப்படிதான் இருக்கா?
ஆமா, நெட்வொர்க் அந்த வைஃபை நெட்வொர்க்னால ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு சார்.
ஆமா ஆமா, வீடியோவும் கிளாரிட்டி இல்லாம இருக்குது இன்னைக்கு டோட்டலா உங்க இதுல.
அதுதான் சார், அதை இனி பாத்துக்கிறேன் சார். நெக்ஸ்ட் இதுல கிளியர் பண்ணுங்க.
உங்க சைடுல என்ன பாருங்க, எங்கிட்ட இருக்கான்னு தெரியல எனக்கு, அதான் கேக்குறேன். தேங்க்யூ டேக் கேர். பிரசன்டேஷன் நல்லா இருந்தது, கொஞ்சம் பிரேக்கிங்கா இருந்தது, வாய்ஸ் எல்லாம் கண்டினியூட்டி இல்லாம இருந்தது.
சூப்பர் சார்.
தேங்க்யூ குட் ஷோ.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
சார் சொன்னா சரியா.
So request sir award acceptance speech.
Thank you sir.
Okay sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. I thank Ramesh sir, Bala sir, Gokul sir, Viraj sir, and Mr. Premanand, Balaji sir, and Premraj. We highlight each and everyone. We must know that our colleague deserved the person for this award, and we are happy for it also for to honor him with this award. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I take I want to thank especially for this 100th year being celebrated. It's coinciding with the water celebration, and then me getting this award. So this gives me immense pleasure. I thank each and every jury for selecting me for this award. So, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I give special thanks to this chapter. Okay. Keep going ahead.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
We'll make all the fellow engineers to become the member of
Yes, sure.
We are deciding Tiruvallur,
So
so
we
we
again
will
come
make
back
a
one
mark.
day and we will have that day with the function.
Sure.
Yeah. If it is more number, we can call guests from Calcutta. Calcutta itself will pass.
You do all the privilege and then
Okay.
That's it. We will close this one. Meeting all the members, all the NPs members.
Vote of thanks, Premanand sir, committee member.
On behalf of NTCL and IE through the champion, we thank Mr. Leo Prakash, Sir Gokulji, taking leave and coming from ISRO. Here got Ramesh after leaving his education duties, coming to NTCL and Subramanian sir for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
We are close with the national.
Okay. National.
Okay. Let us sing the song. Okay.
Who is
This song. பாடுனா தெரியும். அந்த மாதிரி வீடியோ அப்படியே பாடிடலாம். கூகுள் சார் பாடுங்க.
on பண்ணுங்க.
Jai